Progress.
Together we stand for a better pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands, spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one peace. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands, spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Create with all your passion. Embrace with all your faith. Goodwill with every step. Truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands, spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one peace. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land, Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Create with all your passion. Embrace with all your faith. Goodwill with every step. Truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land. Spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands. Spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one peace. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land. Spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands. Spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Create with all your passion. Embrace with all your faith. Goodwill with every step. Truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand.
没有讲话的时候先关掉。
Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Create with all your passion. Embrace with all your faith. Goodwill with every step. Truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land. Spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands. Spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one peace. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land. Spreading love Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Create with all your passion. Embrace with all your faith. Goodwill with every step. Truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land. Spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands. Spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land. Spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands. Spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Create compassion. Embrace with all your faith, goodwill with every step, truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands, spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Peace. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies. Living a life of hope. Planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands, spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one.
Good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning,
Yeah.
good day,
This is
good
this is-
afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to BLIA in India, Advancing Equality for Girls and Women, a parallel event hosted by Buddha's Light International Association, BLIA. I am Mabel Lam, BLIA's United Nations Committee Director. BLIA was established by Venerable Master Xing Yun in 1992 in Los Angeles. We have more than 200 chapters in over 70 countries and regions. BLIA is an international NGO of monastics and lay people. We enact humanistic Buddhism, which is committed to equality, respect for others, and social progress. We support the empowerment of girls and women through schools and educational programs. In Brazil, South Africa, the Philippines, and India. inclusive service is provided to all, regardless of the gender, race, belief, or class. Our work in India began in 1992. We support inclusive education and future work opportunities for girls and women by establishing educational programs and scholarships for young people to study abroad. Today, we are going to introduce our various educational and charitable programs in Chennai, Bodhgaya, and Kolkata. There will be a Q&A session at the end of our presentation. Please send your questions to us by Zoom chat. The real-time interpretation is also available. Please choose the language in Zoom interpretation. Last but not the least, we value your feedback. Please send us by Zoom chat as well. Now I would like to invite our special guest, Ms. Hawa Diallo, the Chief of the Civil Society Unit at the UN's Department of Global Communications, is going to say a few words for us. Hawa, please.
Good morning and good day, everyone. My name is Hawa Diallo. I am the Chief of the Civil Society Unit in the Department of Global Communications here at the UN headquarters in New York. I want to thank the Buddha's Light International Association, BLIA, for inviting me to share my thoughts and insights regarding the importance of education in empowering women and girls. Firstly, I want to acknowledge the incredible strides that BLIA has made in advancing gender equality through more inclusive educational and career opportunities for females, particularly in rural areas. Last week, the world recognized and celebrated International Women's Day, and the theme for this year was #BreakTheBias. When we eliminate bias, we are closer to eliminating harmful stereotypes that are imposed on women that also serve as the foundation for gender-based discrimination. However, there is the equally important goal of attaining diversity, equity, and inclusion to eradicate gender bias. When we think of historical definitions and practices of feminism, for example, it is apparent that only a specific group of women were considered beneficiaries of gender equality objectives. Thankfully, this is changing. And when we look more at recent conversations about the subject, we see an increasing resolve to expand the reach and the practice of gender equality efforts. This means unpacking the many complexities in society and addressing the barriers that impede equity in various sectors, from education and health to policymaking and the technological field. I'm sure you'll agree with me, there is no one size fits all when it comes to solutions. So in the effort to achieve a more equitable world for girls and women, it's imperative to consider the unique challenges and experiences of women and girls across different geographical regions, ages, races, religions, and capabilities. As someone who works closely with civil society actors and partners within the United Nations, I can tell you how much the UN itself and its implementing partners are broadening women's participation in policy spaces and other areas dominated traditionally by men. I can tell you that they, or I should say we, are all very invested in making changes. At the foreground of these discussions, there is a mutual understanding that education is the most essential ingredient in ensuring that women of all backgrounds are included in every facet of society. The power and value of education demonstrated in BLIA's own work must be extended to marginalized and disadvantaged communities to maximize its effect. BLIA has been highly productive towards this end by implementing various inclusive educational programs that empower women and girls globally. I want to commend BLIA in its approach of implementing education and learning programs throughout the life cycle of women and girls, and BLIA's use of formal, informal, and awareness-raising techniques as serious and concrete forms of education. This is evident in the work this event itself focuses on in rural India, Brazil, South Africa, and the Philippines. Within the UN, UNICEF works towards creating gender equitable educational systems to ensure that every girl has the right to quality education in terms of access and choice. Like BLIA, UNICEF believes it is just as important to empower females to decide a career for themselves and support them in the pursuit of their professional interests. But this is a collective effort. It takes solidarity and collaboration to break the various kinds of bias in our societies and forge women's equality. As we continue to advocate for fundamental rights, let us never forget the power of togetherness in shaping a world where difference is celebrated. Let's continue to push for implementing the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goals 4, 5, and 10, along with the other interconnected SDG goals that propel gender equality. Now, I'm sure you agree with me that if we stand together, this is something that can be done. Thank you so much. I look forward to listening to the other discussions.
Thank you. Thank you, Hawa, for your encouragement and your assistance to help BLIA to commence our parallel event at CSW66. Now, may I have the honor to invite Most Venerable Xinbao, President of Buddhist Light International Association, World Headquarters, for the welcome remarks. Venerable Xinbao.
大家好，大家吉祥。首先要感谢联合国妇女地位委员会给予国际佛光会的参与与发表。国际佛光会呢，创会的会长是星云大师。那么星云大师呢，他一生的理念呢，就是在提倡平等、尊重、包容。所以国际佛光会呢，在星云大师的带领之下，可以说一直在做宗教之间的融合，做宗教之间的和谐乃至对谈。不仅仅是宗教，还有包括种族的平等，还有两性的平等、尊重、包容。所以呢，我们也有邀请呢各个宗教的代表来一起为世界祈求和平。所以当然我们是站在平等、尊重的理念来希望呢我们的社会更加的和谐。所以包括以平等为一个主题，我们也希望呢这个世间不要有阶级的差别。我们希望呢大家呢都能够站在平等的立场来寻求社会的和谐与尊重。 所以联合国呢可以说在世界的议题上呢都是非常的关注非常的关怀这个世间呢，所以我们国际佛光会呢透过两性的这个平等那么这次呢特别以印度的这个议题做代表，来向全世界做一个说明做一个发表。那么也希望呢这一次的会议都能够非常的圆满，让大家感受到平等的和谐与尊重。谢谢。
Thank you very much, Most Venerable Xingbao. Can you imagine the cost of BLIA's educational programs in India is a flower? Yes, a flower, a single flower, not a bouquet of flowers. In 1994, a little girl in Ladakh presented a flower to Venerable Master Xingyun. This little flower has empowered the girls and women in the region. Venerable Zheteng, the Deputy Secretary General of BLIA Southeast Asia and India, and the Chief Abbess of Guangshan in Malaysia, is going to tell us the story of BLIA in India. Venerable Zheteng is now in Pakistan, attending an international meeting on Buddhism in Pakistan. So we have her recording here. However, she is with us on Zoom. Thank you, Venerable Zheteng.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you. Today, I'd like to sharing with you Venerable Master Xingyun, how he's showing the good seed in India. Let us to have a look, Journey to India, Master Xingyun, and how he promoted education, charity, and peace and equality in India. In 1963, Master Xingyun first arriving in India, Bodhgaya. At the same time, he met with Prime Minister of India, Mr. Nehru. In 1995, the members of All India's Buddhist Conference conferred the Buddha's Ratna Award to Venerable Master Xingyun for his contribution in establishment of global peace through the message of love and compassion preached by Lord Buddha. And let us to have hearing a short film to hearing about our Venerable Dr. Jianmian, how to explain Master Xingyun start to promote the education project in India, please.
为什么会到印度来？其实就是我们回溯到1994年的时候，大师呢他就是受了这个桑嘎塞纳法师，就是拉达克的国际佛光会的协会呢，他在1992年我们世界国际佛光会成立的时候，他们就是成为印度的第一个非汉语系的国际佛光会协会。那他在1994年的时候就邀请大师到拉达克去访问。那当时，大师呢就是看到一个小女孩这样子追着他的车，然后拿着一朵黄花，鲜红的这个黄花呢，然后大师就忍不住呢，就把这个车窗打开，然后他就献给了这个大师。所以当时呢，大师就看到了这么亮丽的一个眼神，然后这么善良纯真的小女生啊，大师就觉得说，她们都具有 这个佛性，所以他就跟这个会长讲说，我愿意来帮助这些小朋友学佛，所以你可以每一年安排几个小朋友，就是到佛光山来学佛。
Okay, now next let us to have a look in 1998 in Bodhgaya. That's all with the support of All School Buddhist Association. Master Hsing Ying initiated the international full ordination, taking refuge in Triple Gems and 5 Precepts ceremony to promote the humanistic Buddhism, and have been opened up a new chapter for the history of Buddhism. Let us have a look. And also, this is a Buddhist Bhikkhunis precept, Vinaya, are continuing. So please let us to hear our Venerable Hui Xian to have a sharing, please.
1998年2月，佛光山在印度举办了一场国际三坛大戒。这一场三坛大戒呢，是特别有意义的一场戒会。虽然这个戒期不长，大概也只有10天左右，是山上办过所有的戒会戒期最短的一场。但是它的这个意义上面呢，就非常非常的不平凡了。比丘尼教团从佛陀时代摩诃波舍波提祈请佛陀允许成立教团以来呢，尼众教团以来呢，可以说一直以来都有传承。但是南传跟藏传的传承呢，大概在200年前呢就断层了。那比丘尼教团一直在汉传汉地传承到今天都没有断层过。所以大师他对于这个两序大众，就是比丘比丘尼这样子的一个健全呢，是非常的有心的。所以因此一直致力于呢要恢复比丘尼的这个教团所以呢就在这个很多人的一个努力之下，那么促成了这件事情那在印度呢就举办了这一场的三坛大戒。
So from that time, our Bhikkhunis precept Vinaya continuing. I think this is a very importance of this ceremony in India. So start from there. Our Fokong Science Buddhist Center in New Delhi, also starting also by Venerable Hui Xian. And at the same time, our Fokong San Institution of Buddhist Study in Bodhgaya, India, they are special in help the ladies and that means the special to helping the ladies in India. So otherwise, also we have some education project in India like Hope Village in Chennai also. And this is in 2018 until today they are continue this project. So please have a look how about our education project.
我在印度的拉达克山里见到一位天真浪漫的童女，那笑容就像天上的彩霞，她的芬芳是花朵的吐息，她手里握着金黄色的小花，远远跑来奉献在我的怀里，那姿态就像天女的曼谷，她的笑声是观音的手艺，不用言语，没有经历， 只是三度 C 的大地，曾有鲜花如此的美丽。春潮不生，滴水不流，在这无垠的沙漠里，曾有生命如此的欢喜。它就是喜马拉雅山的山神黑暗拉达克的生命灵魂，它一无所有，却是大地的女儿。嘿耶，它就是喜马拉雅山的山神黑暗拉达克的生命灵魂，它一无所有，却是拉达克的花香。
After that, let us sharing with yours about our charity relief in India from 1998 until today. We never stop. Whatever the continue this charity relief, but we are actually very important for the children's, for the women's, the hygiene and the education. So please have a look. This is what Venerable Hui Xian, he organized a medical aid in India. Many, over hundreds and thousands people, they need this help. So until today, we not only look at the charity helped, we also very important how to teach them to take care themselves, hygiene. So start from children, let we teach them. So 2019, Venerable Master Xingpao, he's the president of our Buddha Light International Association. He also continue Master Xing to have the journey for peace in India. And also, we are all the venerable, we are continue to take care, concern, even the pandemic COVID-19. Last year, we also sharing and give them a lot of materials helped.
Thank you very much, Venerable Jeten. At this post-COVID-19 stage, if I tell you there is a classroom without wall, no doubt you will say it should be a virtual classroom. I have the pleasure to invite a team of teachers and students to share with us Under the Big Tree, a very unique and one-of-a-kind educational program available in person in classroom without wall. It is understood that the internet could be unstable in India, so they have pre-recorded their sharing. However, they are with us here on Zoom. First, I would like to invite Venerable Miao Xuan, person in charge of Guangshan in Bodhgaya and the director of the Under the Big Tree project, to introduce our work in Bodhgaya and what is Under the Big Tree Venerable Mercian。
大家吉祥，我是佛光山在印度菩提迦耶的负责人妙轩法师。菩提迦耶有2个单位并行运作，一个是佛光山印度佛学院，另外一个是佛光伽耶育幼院。今天非常荣幸有机会为各位报告在印度比哈尔邦进行的大树下教育专案。大树下是没有围墙的教室，任何地方都可以上课，不受空间的限制。大树下专案下面包含2个项目，一个是从2014年6月开始推动针对乡村孩童的大树下的课堂，另一个是从2017年5月开始进行针对社会大众的3好宣讲，两者都是以3好，做好事、说好话、存好心为核心课程。参与现场执行的全部都是女性，佛光山印度佛学院以及佛光伽耶育幼院的全体师生。2013年底，我们在当地的工程建设完成，开始思考以现有的资源能够在当地发挥什么作用。当时佛学院跟育幼院的学生年龄分布在9岁到18岁，我们希望能找一件全院大大小小都能够共同参与的事情。在印度，慈善工作有相当大的发展空间，但是慈善的推动应该要秉持救急不救穷的原则，协助当地人站起来，帮助民众以现有的资源解决当地的问题，建立自立的观念，否则慈善工作推动的再久，也是徒劳无功。观念的建立来自教育，所以教育还是解决问题的根本之道。于是我们在2014年的6月决定走出去进行教育工作，首先开办大树下的课堂，每周日利用课余时间走入村庄教导孩童，除了基本的母语识字之外，并且推动3好，从小培养孩童的正确观念。大树下的课堂筹备期间，我们到村庄勘察场地，拜访屋主商借他屋前树下的一块空地。屋主听到我们为了办教育，他非常的高兴。他说，菩提迦耶许多的寺院都在发放物品，东西用完就没有了，你们愿意教小孩是非常好的事。开办之初，在村庄里面引起村民的围观。当村民发现我们并没有侵犯当地的文化与宗教信仰，小孩在课堂上除了学习母语 Hindi， 更学到了做好事、说好话、存好心，都放心把孩子交给我们，各自去忙了。甚至到后来把上课地点移回到寺院之后，家长仍旧是支持小孩到寺院里面来学习的。村庄里面的中年人不知道要怎么感谢我们，所以他特地放下他的工作前来守护，劝导不专心的小孩，协助管理课堂的秩序。我们在村庄里面看到一股向善的力量。大树下课堂的学生原本是以我们寺院所在附近的村庄的孩童为主，但是慢慢有其他邻近的村庄的小孩也一起来学习，还有更远地方的小孩为了要来上1星期的这一堂课， 星期六晚上借宿在附近的亲戚家，甚至有的小孩呢，在学校里面主动为我们招生。星期天带着同学一起来上课，也因为我们尊重本土文化与宗教信仰，所以印度教小孩与穆斯林小孩能够在佛教寺院里面共同的学习。课堂上不随便发放文具，一本笔记本、一支铅笔、一块橡皮擦，都是真正需要的时候才给，也不以糖果吸引小孩。在这样的情况下，每周固定有120到150个学生来上课。2020年3月，因为新冠肺炎疫情而不得不停课2年。在恢复上课的第一周，有142个学生来报到，第二周来了196人，第三周超过了200人，都是自己主动前来，真心为了学习而来。无论是冬日清晨的浓雾，或是雨季接连不断的大雨，孩子们都是风雨无阻的坚持到课堂上来上课。在三好的熏习下，孩子们的道德观逐渐形成，行为改善了，做坏事的频率减少了，在家里主动分担家务，看到别人不如法的行为也会出言劝告，气质变好了。小老师们从课堂上学会了反观自省，学会了思考解决问题，培养出耐力与毅力。无论自己的课业多忙，大树下的课堂不能停课，它是一周里最重要的一件事。原本不确定这群女孩能持续多久，但是她们就一路坚持下来了。当学生人数暴增，手忙脚乱之际，仍旧坚持，我们收，我们教。2015年6月，菩提伽耶泰国皇家寺院派法师前来观摩。课程结束的时候，法师表示，这个方法是对的，让小孩教小孩，我们也要跟进。除了大树下的课堂，2016年9月，我们与国际佛光会墨尔本协会联合，到村庄举办了为期3天的义诊，每天看诊人数的上限为500人。当天无法排上的居民，我们请他隔天尽早到隔壁村庄去挂号，但是村民不愿意离开。基于各项条件的限制，医生确实一天看不了那么多的病患，必须要有替代方案让村民愿意离开。所以学生开始为他们说三好，讲故事。在听完三好之后，人群终于欢喜散去。这时，一位老婆婆非常欢喜地跑来，她说：“我今天非常非常的高兴，虽然没有看到医生，但是我听到非常好的东西，我要去说给别人听。”因为这个契机，我开始思考，或许我们应该主动到村庄去宣讲三好，让更多人受益。隔年暑假前，询问学生们是否愿意推动这件事情，大家欣然同意。于是2017年5月，我们开始进行三好宣讲，首场选择在正觉大塔前的广场举行。平时在大树下的课堂，习惯面对的都是小孩，然而三好宣讲面对的是不可预期的群众。第一次站在群众面前，他们非常的胆怯，但当结束之后，现场 群众的回馈给予他们极大的鼓励。群众说，这是我们印度真正需要的，希望今天在现场听到的人要确实去实践，并且要说给别人听，我们印度才会进步。第一天，现场大约有150人参与。第二天，当我们进到相同的地点，卖结缘品的小贩主动招呼人群，快点快点，这里在讲做好事，大家赶快来听。来了300人，得到极大的回响，也支持我们继续做下去。2017年的这个暑假，原本只是要试讲1场，结果在各处共讲了8场。开学之后，大家约定好，每个月我们至少要到村庄讲1场。宣讲的内容包含村庄里面的问题，以及政府的政令宣导。同婚、酗酒、过度索要嫁妆、环境整洁、孝顺父母等。慢慢的，村民也会主动来反映村庄遇到的问题。比如在冬季的时候，有些外国朝圣者会到村庄赋诗，小孩为了多得一份而撒谎抢夺，希望我们来做宣导。也有村庄的长者说，希望你们每个月都能来一次，常常来提醒，走偏的人慢慢就会回到正道。村民也呼吁大家，他们虽然不是我们村里的人，但是是真正关心我们，我们要听他们的话。女孩们也从群众的回应中认知到3好的重要性，心心念念就是要让更多人知道，所以看到人群的时候，总是不愿意放过机会。有一次，一大群来自中印度的朝圣者到寺庙里面来参访，学生们迅速拿起标语牌，主动上台开始讲3好。结束的时候，朝圣团的领队发言，他说，做好事，说好话，存好心，这是佛法。如果没有人告诉我们，我们是不会知道的，所以他们是我们的老师。这群女孩是全身心投入到3好宣讲之中，心心念念就是要利益大众，所以赶在新冠肺炎封城之前，顶着即将到来的升学考试的压力，熬夜手绘海报，进入到村庄宣导洗手、戴口罩等卫生观念的重要性，希望能够减少感染率。做好事，说好话，存好心，3者要并行。存好心而没有行动，永远都不会改变。一群9到20几岁的女孩能够做什么？我们走出去利益大众，开办了大树下的课堂。我们走入人群，宣讲3好。水滴落地，很快就蒸发了，但是滴水却能够穿石。水珠汇成江河大海，力量就不容小觑。每个人的发心汇聚起来就是大力量，抛砖引玉的力量是不可思议的。大树下专案的所有参与者，无论是执行者或是听闻者，都是一颗种子，将来有无限的可能，有无穷的希望。教育工作不容易在短时间内看到成果，但是种子播下去，因缘成熟，会有发芽的一天。或许在社会上女性的地位不高，但是当我们开始进行大树下专案时，发现女孩与小孩没有距离，非常适合做这件事。当他们勇敢地站在群众前面进行3好宣讲，把正确的观念告诉大众时， 他们用实际的行动赢得了别人的尊重。相信在他人生的这段经历会转化为成长的养分，将来他会成为一个好母亲，一个好老师。我的报告到这里结束，接下来我们来听听群众对于三好宣讲的回应，并且由女孩们来分享对于参加大树下教育专案的心得。谢谢大家。
Thank you very much, Venerable Miaoxuan. As I have said at the beginning, we value your feedbacks. Below are some feedbacks from those who have attended the 3 Acts of Goodness program. Please watch the video.
अच्छा सोचो, अच्छा बोलो, अच्छा करो, ये जो शीर्षक था बहुत ही लाभदायक शीर्षक है आम जनता के लिए। अभी देश में शराबबंदी, नशा मुक्ति का जो अभियान चल रहा है, तिरंगा, गुटखा, पान, ये जो समाज से संबंधित चीज़ है, बुराई है, उसको जड़ से मिटाने का जो आह्वान इन्होंने संकल्प लिया है, हम उन्हें काबिल तारीफ है। हम उनको बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहते हैं माउंटेन में इनकी धरती से, जो बोधगया से चलकर मगध की धरती पर इन आए और एक नाटक के माध्यम से अच्छा करो, अच्छा सोचो, अच्छा बोलो के माध्यम से लोगों को प्रेरित किया जाने का काम किया। एक बहुत बड़ा मैसेज इन्होंने दिया जो घूम को देश में दे रहे हैं, बहुत काबिल तारीफ है। हम इनको बधाई देना चाहते हैं और ऐसे ही जलवा बिखेरते रहें हर गाँव में जाकर, ताकि शराबबंदी, अच्छा बोलना, अच्छा करना के माध्यम से एक मैसेज है और लोगों में जागृति पैदा हो।
तो ज़्यादा फॉलो करने का कोशिश करें और ये हमारी जो बहनें यहाँ पे सिखा रही हैं, इनके सिखाए हुए जो बातें हैं उनको आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा समाज में फैलाने का काम करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
सुना, बात बहुत अच्छा लगा, हम लोग के समझे में, हम लोग के समझ में आया, हम लोग के बहुत अच्छा लगा। कुछ आदमी समझा लोगों, तो हमको बड़ी अच्छा लगा।
आप लोग भी दूर से आए हैं तो आप लोग के लिए भी हार्दिक अभिनंदन। आप लोगों ने 3 जो थिंक लेके आए हैं वो हमारे समाज में, हमारे परिवार में बहुत अच्छी बताएं, और खासकर जो हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर ने सोचा है कि शराब बंद करना है, उसके ऊपर में आप लोगों ने बताया, तो इससे गाँव वालों को थोड़ा सा प्रभाव पड़ता है देखने के लिए, और देखने के बाद थोड़ा बहुत गाँव का सोचे। और इसके लिए
कुछ नहीं किए, हम बहुत कम जाती पैसा नहीं कमाते हैं, छोटा मोटा पैसा कमा के हम इतना मकान बनाए हैं, बाल बच्चा को पढ़ा रहे हैं। आई गिविंग टू टू बॉयज, आई गिविंग टू 12,000 रुपी a school per month, but I am not going to giving in the gigs. हम इस सब चक्कर में ये सब चीज नहीं मानते हैं। तो इन लोग को बात मानिए, अपना बाल बच्चा को अच्छा पढ़ाइए, अच्छा सिखाइए, वही सबसे।
शिक्षित तो सब है, पर बोलते हैं ना कि मानसिक वो बहुत ज़्यादा ही कम है। पर पढ़ाई तो सब कर लेते हैं, पर वैसा कर नहीं कोई पाते हैं। तो हम चाहते हैं कि ये नाटक के थ्रू अपनी लाइफ में सब छोटी से ही, ऐसा नहीं है कि सब दिन अच्छा ही बोलो, अगर टाइम आए तो बोलो, पर आप छोटी सी सोच तो शुरू करो। आप शुरू करोगे तभी तो पीछे वाले बच्चे, हमारे जनरेशन जो आने वाले हैं, वो शुरू करेंगे।
अच्छा करो, अच्छा बोलो। ये लोगों ने अपन को सीख दी, ये अपने गुरुजी बने। अभी हम गुरुजी नहीं बन सकते, हम चलना नहीं सीखे। इन्होंने हमें लोगों को सही रास्ता बताया, और यही रास्ते में अगर चले तो इस दुनिया में, पूरी दुनिया में बुद्ध शासन चलेगा, चलेगा, चलेगा। जय भीम, नमो बुद्धाय।
We have 4 former students. They're young ladies now, and some of them are teachers of the Under the Big Tree. They will share with us their personal experience and challenges. First, I would like to invite Diskik Anu. She is now a student of Guang Institute of Buddhist Studies at Bodhgaya. Diskit.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Diskidangmo from Ladakh. After graduation, I came here to learn about Buddhism, and now I am a student of Fokongsan Institute of Buddhist Study at Bodhgaya. So today I'm here on the behalf of Fokongsan Institute of Buddhist Study to share our feelings about classes under the Big Tree and Three Buddhist propaganda. Classes under the Big Tree is such a great opportunity to us. Initially, when we started classes under the Big Tree, it doesn't mean that we are not afraid. It doesn't mean that we are not nervous. But when we see the smile on their face, our nervousness automatically gone. And the knowledge that we have, we fully try to teach them. And also, we learn some good things from them. In classes under the Big Tree, we not only taught them book knowledge, we also taught them about three good deeds. Before our institute started this project under the Big Tree, when we used to go to outside, we saw lots of children begging on the roadside. But after we started classes under the Big Tree, they gradually stopped begging. They start to have their parents and other, and also they start to live neatly. Whenever we meet, they respectfully greet us with good manner, and we feel so happiness that we can't describe in words. We witness the gradual changes and improvement in moral behavior in them. Doing three good deeds propaganda, we all realize that three good deeds are very important in our life, but we should not think that three good deeds are important. We also have to practice it in our daily life. We also realize that giving others is very important in our life. We realize that no matter how high position we hold, how great our power is, or how much money we own, if our speech and action are arrogant and rude, no one will respect us. In our life, others have created many favorable conditions for us, and we must return their kindness with the same zealousness. We should be compassionate and helpful towards those who are less fortunate. Doing classes under the Big Tree and Three Good Deeds propaganda, we all understand that every little promise when gathered together can become something great. So, lastly, we want to thank our Venerable Master Xingwin. He gave us a great opportunity to learn about Buddhism, to know about the three good deeds, and we want to thank our all Venerables. They support.
Thank you, Diskit. And the next one, I would like to invite Stansin Simchuk. She finds Foguangshan is her second home. They are all online with us here. And now we play the pre-recorded video of Stansin. It appears we have got some problem with the IT handling. Are we ready to invite Stansin Simchuk?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello. Am I audible?
Hi. Hello. Stansin.
Hello.
You have a
Hello,
very
good evening.
stable internet.
Yeah, thank you. Today is stable, unlike every day.
Very good. Yeah. So now let's play your pre-recorded video first, and then I'll have a chat with you. Thank you.
I feel immense pleasure to present myself here to share a few lines about classes under the Big Tree and the Three Good Deeds propaganda. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. I am Stansin Samchok, currently a student at Banaras Hindu University. I am pursuing Bachelor of Science with Zoology as honors, and currently I am now in second year. I have joined this organization for concern in 2007, and until now it has been 15 years. So it is almost like a second home for me. I have completed my primary, secondary and higher education from here. From the deep of my heart, I would like to thank our master, Master Xingyun, for giving me this opportunity. A big thanks to BLIA. Without their support, I would never have come this far. Now, I would like to share about classes under the big tree. It was started in June 2014. I remember that when the classes was first started, children of the village were so happy. Every Sunday they would come running from everywhere. Some even come from far away villages. Small children were hard to manage at first, but as the time goes by, we came up with different ideas as to how to handle them. And in this process, we also get to learn a lot of things like how to handle the children, how to teach them in the best possible way so that they can understand. Here we teach them English and the native language, that is Hindi. Apart from teaching them study, we also teach them about three good deeds. Once in a year, summer camp is held. Activities like art and craft, storytelling competition, and dramas are performed. At the end of the class, they return to their home happily, and this is the source of our motivation and the fire that keep us moving forward. Now, coming to the next, I would like to share about three good deed propaganda. It was started in May 2017. This was started with the hope that all the people get a chance to know about three good deeds. We go to different villages and propagate three good deeds through drama. At the end, they will share their feelings. Once an old man told us that if we keep on doing this, India will definitely become a better country in future. These few words of theirs were really very touching. They have always motivated us. Through this whole journey, I came to learn that we all have the potential to change someone's life if we really want to. And until now, we have never lost our momentum. When the COVID pandemic started, we propagated three good deeds through social media. And recently, we have also started classes under the big tree after a long gap due to COVID. I hope that in the coming future, we will teach them with more enthusiasm. Our main aim of this project is not only to teach them study, but also to teach them how to become a good human being so that this world will become a better place to live on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, I would like to invite the third students who are Vichita Nigi. She esteems the teachers for their guidance and support. Vichita. It appears Vichita was muted. Can we play her audio video again, please? Thank you.
Namaste, I'm Vijita Negi from Kinnaur, Himachal Pradesh, India. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity to share my feelings with you all. I had completed my primary and secondary education from Buddha's Life Children Home, Bodhgaya, and currently I am doing BSc Nursing from Modern Nursing College, Anadil, Shimla, and I'm a student of BSc Nursing second year. I was very lucky and happy to be the part of the project Under the Big Tree, which include class Under the Big Tree and Three Good Deed propaganda. When I was 8 years old, I went to Fokongsan. That time I was like a blank paper, but teachers there guide us, support us, and educate us, and make us capable to face any difficult situation of life and to apply Dharma in our life. Firstly, I would like to talk about the class under Big Tree. Each Sunday, we prepare our lesson plan, when to take class. It seems so simple and easy, but between each Sunday, not only us, but our teachers also put their extreme efforts. Similarly, other side, those students wait with hope and eagerly.
It appears that we have got some technical difficulties. But anyway, last but not the least, we have got Tenzin Drima Denzin is so grateful for the opportunities to become a key member of the Under the Big Tree and the 3 Acts of Goodness programs. Let's see what Tenzin would like to say. Oh, it appears we have got the technical difficulties today. Okay, since Diskit and Stansin, they are online. Hi, Diskit and Stansin, could you please turn on your video and say hello to our audience?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Stansin. And Diskit, I find Diskit is also online. Could our IT spotlight on Diskit and Stansin, please? Okay. Good. Okay, maybe I can, start with Stansin first. Stansin.
Okay.
How nice to have you here today. Now, I'm really touched by your hard working at learning and your enthusiasm for giving back as a teacher. Would you please tell us, how has this Buddhist Light International Association's educational program been a positive impact on you?
Yes. Firstly, I'm very grateful to BLIA and to Master Xingyuan that I got this opportunity to be a part of this educational program. It was an amazing experience to teach so many children. At first, I was so nervous to stand in front of so many people, but slowly I gained confidence, and so it helped me to boost my confidence level. Secondly, I got a lesson that I got to know that how to handle the children and how to teach them in the best possible way so that they can understand. Thirdly, during the propagation of 3 good deeds, I get to know about what people think about our country, India, and what they needed the most and how much they value or importance to give importance to this education. So these were the few of the things, the few of the positive impact this educational program had on me. Thank you.
Thank you, Stanzin. Could IT please help me to find out where is Diskit? Is she here? Okay. Now, I found that Tanzin's video is available now. So may I have Tanzin Dhamma speak to say a few words?
Arunachal Pradesh. Now I am in college, first year in Dorji Khandu Government College, Tawang. Today I am here to share my experience regarding 2 most significant projects, that is classes under Big Tree, 3 good deed propaganda, and also as well as being one of the member of BLCH. At the age of 7, I entered BLCH. Being in a new environment with the new people, it was very difficult for me to settle down, but thanks to our respected teachers for guiding me so patiently and teaching me every meaningful lessons of life. I completed my education from class nursery to class 12 at BLCH, and all those years of being one of the member of BLCH, I learned many things and experienced many new things in my life. But that was the turning point of my life when our respected teacher launched 2 more significant projects, that is classes under Big Tree, 3 good deed propaganda. Being a member of 2 most significant projects, I got a many opportunity to disclose my potential that I myself was not aware of. At the beginning, when the classes under the big tree was started, that is on June 2014, I was so nervous to be in a center and teach large number of children at a time. But time to time I get experience, I got confidence, and I able to teach large number of children at a time. Whenever I get tired of teaching my children, but the moment when I look at the enthusiastic face, I forgot all my tiredness and I got a positive energy to teach them more and more. Every Sunday, even though there isn't heavy rainfall or something else, they came with such a curious face, like their face wanna say, "Oh wow, what Didi will teach me today." And looking at their face, I feel so proud of myself and I wanna teach them everything I knew. And the second project is Three Good Deed Propaganda. We went to a different villages and also in a public places and propagate three good deed by performing dharma based on do good deed, say good word, and think good thought. While performing dharma, being in one of the character, I myself got to realize how important three good deed is in our life. I feel so happy when the audience understand what message we want to pass to them. I feel so lucky to be a member of this project so that I got a chance to change someone's life. In my opinion, three good deed is very important in our life. First is do good deed. It's happened that many people feel hesitant to do good deed in a public place. If you are, then start it with a small step like helping your mother in housework or an old lady. And that day will be a not far when you will get habit to do good deed and you will never feel hesitate to do good deed in a public place or any place. And the second is say good word. The word you speak define you. If you speak a good word, then people will say how nice he is, how gentle she is, or how polite she is. If you speak a bad word, then people will always make a distance with you. And then third is think good thought. I think this is the most importance of all because the thought control you. If you think a good thought, then you will do a good deed. You will say a good word. If you think a bad thought, then you will do a bad work. You will say a bad work. At last, I would like to thank our Master Xingwen Sifu for giving us such an opportunity and also to our teachers for guiding us so patiently, and most of all, I would like to thank BLIA for supporting our education all those years. Thank you.
Thank you, Tenzin. Okay, Stansin, could we continue our conversation, please? Can you turn on your video? And your
Yes.
Yeah. Now, everyone should have a dream. I believe
Yes.
it. Do you?
I also believe.
Yeah. So, what are you most looking forward to in your future?
Yes. Future are always so much full of hope, and I also hope that in the future all the children have opportunities to study and not a single child is left behind. In India, there is Right to Education Act, which states that all children between the age of 6 to 14 should have access to free education. But it is not strictly followed. Even if they are going to school, they lack even the basic knowledge. So providing education should not only be in name, but we should truly provide a proper education. And in the village, especially girls are married at such a very young age. Parents think that girls are burden to family, and they think that sending girls child to school is a waste of money and time. So but I think that girls education is far more important, because if she is educated, then only she can decide her future. So education is the most important thing, and I am looking forward to it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, I think we have some difficulties with the internet. We can only have Stansin speaking with us today. So
Okay.
the last question, okay?
Yes.
As a big sister, what advice would you have to give to a new student? Please turn on your microphone. It's milk. And milk, please. Yes.
I feel honored to be asked this question, and I feel I'm not worthy of it, but still I would like to advise that our future is in our hand. It depends on what we do today. So every day we should take a small step and be a better person than yesterday. We shouldn't complain about what we have not got, but rather be grateful for what we have. Always be grateful to our parents, our teachers, and our friends, and everyone always supporting you in different ways.
Excuse me, could you please milk? Thank you very much. Please continue, Svenson.
Okay. I feel that we should always be grateful to our parents, our teachers, and friends, and everyone who is always supporting us in many different ways. Seize every opportunity that comes in the way and always think that what can I do for the society? What can I do for my country? What can I do for my parents? And this will always motivate you to keep moving forwards. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel so proud of you and your team.
Thank you so much.
Please keep it up.
Thank you.
You get our full support.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Namaste.
Thank you on behalf of the team, on behalf of my team as well.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
In 2005, Venerable Miao arrived in Kolkata. Since then, she has been traveling around Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, and Bodhgaya. Venerable Miao returned to Kolkata in 2013. Now she is the abbess of Fogwangshan Kolkata Buddhist Center. Venerable Miao, she told me that she finds India to be very special. Please join me to invite Venerable Miao to talk about her work on female and children education in India, as well as how special Venerable Miao.
Auspicious greetings to everyone and Venerable Miao. It's my great pleasure to be here in this meeting. Now, I would like to share with you more about BLIA's work and contribution in India. Before that, I think everyone here have understood more the above sharing that everything we do for India and the world is because the compassionate inspiration of Buddha and the golden vow of Venerable Master Xing Yun, the founder of BLIA and Fogwangshan Sangha Order. He is our mentor. He guides us and motivates us to serve for the betterment of all mankind. Can you imagine? All dreams begin with a vow of a monk. When Venerable Master Xing Yun led a Buddhist group to visit India for the first time in 1963, he saw holy places and Buddhist heritage are in bad conditions without good maintenance. And the worst, many beggars were there begging money at the heritage sites and tourist attractions. Seeing that, Venerable Master Xing Yun felt sad, and then he said, money can only save them for a while, but not for the rest of their lives. Only education can make a change, and the teachings of Buddha can save their new generations. This is exactly. It's better to teach him to fish than to give him fish. So he then vowed to revive Indian Buddhism and undertakes various educational services in India someday in future. That was how everything started to connect together. At this moment, as if the seeds of hope were planted for the people of India. And now we can see
that the planted seeds are slowly sprouting and growing into beautiful flowers one after another. Since 1992, BLIA chapters have been established one after another according to the different situation in India. All chapters try their best to provide services in various fields, especially education, free medical service, and other charitable programs. Most importantly, they provide basic education, health knowledge, moral disciplines, and skill trainings to underprivileged children and women. Of course, we are also provide help services and relief acts when the natural calamities and disasters happened. One of the good examples is when the COVID-19 outbreak hit the whole world in 2010 to 2021. All BLIA chapters form a COVID-19 relief team to execute the emergency response. And with the full support of BLIA World Headquarters and members worldwide, we had distributed oxygen concentrators, masks, PPE kits, goggles, disinfection items, medical equipment, Western and traditional medicines, and face shields to hospitals, care centers, NGOs, old age homes, blind homes, handicapped homes, and traffic police in different parts of India. Besides that, we also distributed food packets and rations to needy people, daily wage laborers, migrant workers. It was about more than 10,000 families benefited from the above relief aids. Hereunder, there are various education and medical services that have been regularly done so far by our chapters. Dazzling chapters take care of hundreds impoverished girls and boys as main mission. Ensure the children have food to eat and receive good education till age 18. Chennai chapters focuses on Hope Village project, help the poor villagers free from slavery, teach the children and women basic education, health knowledge, skill, moral, and disciplines based on the 3 acts of goodness. Gujarat chapters runs a BLIA Karuna charitable clinic on free of charge basis. Doctor and staff are volunteers. Their service, their selfless dedication gain great respect. Calcutta chapters associate with Calcutta chapters associate with Fo-Guang-San's Calcutta Buddhist Center work hard to preserve the Chinese culture by setting up Chinese courses, organize calligraphy class, conduct Chinese culture programs according to different festivals, and teach 3 acts of goodness to the slum kids every Sunday. In 2013, we established a vocational training center for girls, which later renamed Fo-Guang Academy of Calcutta in 2017. It provides us a comprehensive education for underprivileged girls aged between 13 and 25. They learn Buddhism, Dharma instruments, calligraphy, languages, computer, arts, yoga, cooking, bakery, sewing, and so on. Next, we would like to share with you the story of Buddha's Light Children's Home. It was established in December 2005, located in Bodhgaya. There were only 4 girls in the beginning. The next year, numbers of children grew 3 times more. Those marked in red circles in the pictures are girls who have been with us for the last 17 years. Buddha's Light Children's Home aimed to provide the children of single parents, families, orphans, and children underprivileged families with formal education, moral and disciplines establishment, talents and skill development, as well as spiritual cultivation. So far, we have not only taken care of their education, but also their accommodations, meals, living, and everything they need in life. We even continue to support some of the girls to pursue their dreams of going to college and university. The girls sharing the skit and Stanjing Wang Mo are now in their 3rd year at Nanhua University in Taiwan. Sharing the skit is doing her foreign languages and literature. Stanjing Wang Mo studies visual arts and design. She's really talented. Here we share her paintings words. Aren't they great? Well, another girl who is with me now named Charing Dolka. She studies at the Bhawanipur Education Society College in Calcutta, India. She is also one of the students from Buddha's Light Children's Home who has lived with us for the last 17 years. Now, let's welcome her to share her feeling.
I'm checking with our IT team to see is there any difficulties. As introduced by Venerable Meru, she is now with us here. Venerable Meru, namaste.
Hi, namaste.
Hello, namaste. How are you?
Good.
I found that you have been traveling around in the beginning of the setup. Can you tell us something? You know, you told me that it is special. Can you share with us some of your experience in India?
It's a long story. That's special. You have to experience it yourself. So welcome everyone to India. It's a very special country that allows you to explore yourself, explore the countries, the people, the culture. But through that, you can find yourself better. And from today till tomorrow, I mean, every day you will find something else, something new, and then that helps you to cultivate more and then to find your value in life. Yes, that's one short answer.
Thank you. Thanks for your short answer. I think we must arrange some time to interview you about your traveling around in India and all these little pieces. Thank you. So I was told that Sharing's video is ready. So may I ask IT to play it now?
Hello everyone, my name is Thiring Dolkar and I'm from Ladakh, India. My parents divorced when I was very small. Then I joined the Buddhist Life Children Home in Bodhgaya at the age of 6. Here I received a very good care and education chance till I completed my grade 12. And now I am 22 years old doing my bachelor's in political science at the Bhawanipur Educational Society College in Kolkata. Here I would like to pay respect and express my hearty gratitude to Venerable Grandmaster Singh Yuan. Due to his compassion, he established Fokongsan Temple and BLIA in India, which gives me a diamond-like opportunity to receive such a good education. I could not have gotten this far without their support. Finally, I vow to help Fokongsan Temple and BLIS and make my contributions in the mission of education for children and for the women in India after my completing my graduation.
Thank you. And again, thank you very much, Venerable Myaro, as well as sharing. And particularly, I have to thank all our audience for your patience. We have come across some internet technology difficulties because we have a team in New York and we have got teams in India. And personally myself, I'm based in Toronto, Canada. So thank you very much for your patience. Here ends our presentation of the day. May I invite Karina Liu of our Young Adult Division to facilitate the following Q&A session. Karina, are you ready?
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, Mabel. Hello, everyone from the world. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you all enjoyed the session so far and find this inspiring. For me, this is very touching, and this is definitely something that I can express above the words. Actually, let me turn this into you guys. This is your floor. So please raise your hands or type into the chat box for any questions you have or any comments you would like to make. Just a quick reminder, some of the answers actually will be provided in Mandarin probably, so please help yourself with the translation function at the bottom of the screen to convert into English. So let's see if there's any questions coming in. Maybe just to give everyone some time to prepare, I can just share some of my thoughts by seeing all the young children empowering themselves through education and even helping others after they gain the knowledge. This is so touching to see that how they are motivated and how they can empower themselves to make changes in their own life. This is something that I think very meaningful to all of us. So let's see. Just by looking through the chats. Okay, here's one. Okay, I see one question coming from the audience. So someone has asked, what is 3 goods? Can someone share with us the thoughts behind this teaching for those of us who don't know? Maybe this is a question for Venerable Ru Hong. Could you please provide the audience with some background as well as the meanings behind the 3 acts of goodness? And how does that provide a positive impact on all of our students as well as our own daily lives? Venerable, please.
Auspicious blessings to everyone. As you know, the Buddhism teaches that the source of our action, karma, which is the 3 action we call physical and verbal and mental. and the practicing of hard work also stay from the three acts of karma, action. Therefore, in order to purify the three karma or action, we must do good deeds, speak good words, and cultivate good thoughts in our mind. For this reason, in April 1998, under the guidance of our master, Xing and BLIA started the promoting the acts of three goodness. As we know, the implementations of three good deeds under this big tree project. So far, just now we have visited our sharing from our students and teachers and venerables. As we know, these three acts of goodness is based on physical, verbal, and mental behavior. Whether we have a good or bad will generate a one of the force which drive us to create new behavior. And the new behavior will generate a new forces, which constantly cycle of the circulation. So the good karma, what we call action, we create will be sufficient when the karma matures. Therefore, most people know that we survive in this world, one must to go do more good deeds and not to create any evil action. So Buddhism also understands the principle of karma and rebirth. And today in this 21st century, we know that scientists also have proved that the Buddhism calls what this karma is a gene. They have researched that is the code of our life. From standing according to the Buddhism, the point of our life, what we call the whatever you sow, what you reap. This is the cause and effect. It is the universal truth, the reality of the life. So the three acts of goodness, what we call do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts, especially the think good thoughts, which is very important in our daily life. And coming to the question number 2, how it impacts to our students. Let us share with few points. For example, these three acts of goodness actually provide a very great impact on our students as well as in teachers also. Especially like it actually witnessed the transformation and improvement in their morality as their performance improved at a gradual from decreases their misbehavior. And children, they try to, when they go home, they try to took up their household work, chores, and they do their own steps by giving, even if they see something misbehavior among their friends, they try to teach them how to behave good. Secondly, I would share that as our student and teachers here, we also get a very great impact. For example, we have seen the temperament of our changes. On the other hand, we see our students and teachers are benefited from the teachings and promoting under this big project, under the big three acts of goodness. They have learned to reflect on their own thoughts, teaching, contemplating the problems, and solving the strategies. Be resourceful in planning curriculum, do the time management, problem, and solving the strategies and organizing the activities. Not only did, they also cultivate the tolerance and perseverance. They also aspire to be the service and benefiting to others, especially in this society in which we live. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Venerable Ru Hong. Indeed, the three acts of goodness are very important to our daily life, as it will affect our daily interaction with people and surroundings. Practicing the three acts of goodness will help to create a harmonious environment with others, and more importantly, improving our own overall well-being as well. Okay, I do see there's another questions coming in for the venerables. So what has been a success and what has been a challenge to BLIA's work in India. So may I invite Venerable Miao Ru to share some experiences on all the great work you have done in India, as well as how did you conquer some of the challenges and make the impossible possible? Venerable, please.
Thank you for the questions. I cannot represent all of the BLA members or the supervisor who are working the same thing in India, but I can only share from the point of my own views and my experience. So the big challenge in India is the population. The first is the huge population in India. According to the world major elaborations of the latest United Nations data, the current population of India is 1.4, more than 1.4 billion. It's a huge number, okay? And then in this huge number, and then you can see that the whole India is quite big. So when you are traveling, so far it's very difficult. So from one place to another place, it takes a lot of time. And then another challenge is the religious, the beliefs is very different. So many beliefs and religions in India. And then the languages. Talking about the languages, as of today, the Indian constitutions recognizes 22 major languages of India. And how many languages are spoken in India? There are a total of 121 languages and 270 mother tongues. It's a huge, this number is very, very big. So when you're traveling from north to the south, they are using different languages. So when I try to speak some Hindi in South India, they couldn't understand and nobody answered me. So it's a very big challenge actually. And then another one is the habits and attitude. India, if you deal with them, a lot of works, you found that low efficiency is their habit. So in my experience, when I constructing the Bodhgaya Institute of Buddhist Studies in Bodhgaya, during the summer times, the temperature, it could be 48 to 50. So it's very high, sometimes 45, 48, 50. So the workers, the laborers, they refuse to work. Okay, they didn't want to come. So after sometimes they have spent the money, then they come. They came to work again. Then you ask him, why you didn't come yesterday? Why didn't come last week? They said it's too hot. But I thought this is only happen in summer. But the same thing happened again in the winter time. The winter, the excuse is too cold. No, so they didn't want to work. So even the same thing happened during the rainy season. But I think rainy season is not a big problem. It's not a big issue. But they said no. There was a huge water, flooded in front of my, my house. Blocked the way of for them to going for work. So they decided not to come. And then, okay, fine. Every time, rainy season, you have reason. Summer season, you have reason. Winter season, you have reason. And then what about normal, the common days? And then when they have festivals or public holidays, they make themselves, stay at home and not comes for the work. And then the public holidays may be only one day, but they will stay home for 3 days or 1 week. They give themselves, they extend the holidays for themselves. And then when the villagers or the neighbors have wedding ceremony or the villagers nothing to do with them. Some villages, they have wedding ceremony or what. They also didn't come for the work because they spent the whole night celebrating, having make themselves drunk, and dance with the music and everything. So they will keep 2-3 days not coming for work. So this is a big challenge. This is their habits. And that especially happen in the village areas, to be honest. In city area, there will be a different kind of challenge, different kind of difficulties, cheatings, and a lot of people you cannot trust to them. So that is a big challenge for us. And then one more important challenge is the caste system, the rooted caste system that we cannot break through. Very difficult to break through. So that the whole thing make very difficult for us to execute our project or execute our missions in India. But anyway, I won't say that it's impossible. Buddhism has given us a lot of good energy, positive energy, and good motivations. Especially our great Grandmaster Xing has given us so much and so nice of teaching. 3 acts of goodness is very easy and to the point and so valuable, so helpful to the people of India. From villages to the big cities, people, they all need this. So we look back of all these challenges. I think we need more positive energy like this to attract more people and to attract the right people to do the right thing. So that is what we hope right now. And then in India, everyone's they do things for some purpose, for some they're asking for returns. So you pay and then they will do it. So no money, no talk, as what we say. Okay, but we can see that those people, those students who had with us and learned 3 acts of goodness from us, they slowly change their attitude, change their concept of mind, and slowly they become nice kids that they will volunteer themselves and come forward to help us. We have been teaching 3 acts of goodness for more than 20 years. So some of the kids from slum area, who live just nearby the temple, sometimes when the temple has a big functions or like COVID-19, we have a lot of relief works have been done. So when they see us busy with those rations and distributions, they'll volunteer themselves and come to help for carrying the moving all the stuff and for us, and then without asking for any repay or any return. So we can see that, and then we feel really proud of that. We're proud of the teaching of 3 acts of goodness. That's only the great teaching that can help and change India. So that is my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Venerable Miao. I'm sure this is a very, very challenging journey, and what you have told may be just a piece of it. But I'm certain that everything is paid off when you see all the smiles that's on the children's face, and then must be pleased that you can be part of their turning point of their life. So I do see someone from the audience that raised the hand. I thank you for spotlighting Miss Chen. 陈小姐你好。陈真文。陈真文女士您好。请您打开麦克风。
是。
吉祥。
吉祥，有听到吗？
有
听到了哈。你好，吉祥。
祥
是。有听到吗？
有听到，您请讲。
我是那个台湾高雄南屏别院龙华2会的督导 是，谢谢今天给我在这个因缘能够来上课，谢谢。
Also, Ms. Chen just shared her gratitude to be part of this very informative session today, and she learned a lot from us. Thank you. 谢谢陈女士. So just to be cautious of everyone's time, this concludes our Q&A session. And now let's welcome Venerable Jue Pei, the Secretary General of the Buddhist Light International Association, to provide us with the closing remarks.
今天晚上是一个非常精彩的飨宴，我实在是一次又一次的被我们在印度的老师们，我们这些法师们所感动。我相信各位跟我一样。Thank you wholeheartedly to all the teachers and venerables who have worked in India as educators over the past 17 years. After listening to everyone's presentations today, I believe we can feel that this project has brought a light to India. After the South Asia tsunami, Buddhist Light International Association began empowering and caring for girls and women in India by establishing all-girls schools that focus on providing holistic education to these girls so they can obtain a wide range of important life skills. Buddhism originates from India. 2,500 years ago, Shakyamuni Buddha advocated for the idea of equality. As an international Buddhist organization, BLIA followed Grandmaster Xingyun's steps and implemented the concept of equality through action across the globe. Specifically, issues surrounding the environment and education have always been our main focus. We believe that education is the ultimate answer to ending poverty. Through this education program, we hope that we can begin a positive cycle in India where young girls become empowered and are able to educate the next generations of girls. Thank you again to everyone who has joined our conference today. We hope that you will continue to support our women's education initiative in India in the future. 今天在线上所有的佛光人，谢谢你们对佛光会的支持，你们的每一分钱我们都一一的把它做到尽善尽美。我们今天看到在印度无限的可能的每一个孩子们，他们正在用宁静的革命改变的这个社会，让这个社会更加的美好。我们在这里再一次的谢谢我们的星云大师，还有今天在线上的荣师父，他们一直以来对我们的指导，也谢谢所有在印度这块土地上所有的法师们，他们辛苦的耕耘，谢谢这些孩子们这么优秀的表现，谢谢 ，Thank you.
Thank you very much, Venerable Jue Pei. Thanks for your direction and advice. Greatly appreciated. During our 4 years at CSW, BLIA has showcased our talented girls and students, empowering themselves and making a difference in their communities through our dedicated educational programs in South Africa, the Philippines, Brazil, and now India. In addition, BLIA's partnerships also allowed us to amplify our impact to reach people most immediately affected by crisis and conflicts, who are often girls and women. Most recently, we partnered with the National Federation of Business and Professional Women's Clubs in the US to provide assistance to female Afghan refugees through their Afghan Women's Project. We welcome the national president of the organization and the co-chair of the project to offer a few words in the importance of joining forces to ensure safety and stability for the most vulnerable. Let's welcome Ms. Megan Sherman-Richard, National President of NFB-PWC.
Thank you to the Buddha's Light International Association for the invitation to speak today. My name is Megan Shellman-Ricard. I'm president of the National Federation of Business and Professional Women's Clubs. The Buddha's Light International Association's monetary and material donations will specifically enable us to increase our impact and move mountains. Thank you to the board. I'm president of the National Federation of Business and Professional Women's Clubs. The Buddha's Light International Association's monetary and material donations will specifically enable us to increase our impact and move mountains for the displaced business and professional Afghan women. As we continue to move this project forward, our organization is humbled to recognize the enormous difference your contribution is making to our ability to move the needle for this replicable project in an expedient and professional manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Megan. Now, next, we have Walker Soto, Secretary of the organization's New York chapter and the national co-chair of the Afghan Women Project. Walker.
To CSW66 to everyone. I am Boyka Soto, the New York City Secretary for the National Federation of Business and Professional Women's Clubs and our organization's National Afghan Women Project Select Committee co-chair. It has been our immense pleasure to work in collaboration with the Buddha's Light International Association and be supported by their generous donations, both financially and materially, to further the work NFB-PWC is doing with displaced Afghan business and professional women here in the United States. BLIA has collaborated in demonstrating the power of women in leadership and facilitated a welcome to women and their families by helping to restore their dignity in difficult times. The director of BLIA's New York City office, the Venerable Yu Wang, reached out to us in the spirit of unity and trust, organizing BLIA members to meet the needs of Afghan families, and did not hesitate to collaborate on making a 4-hour round-trip drive to meet the Afghan families as part of an interfaith group to share the very special cultural nuances of life here in the United States. I am personally inspired by the demonstration of acts of goodness and the way in which BLIA has turned words into actions by cherishing the lives of the most vulnerable. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you so much to all our audience today. Thanks for your response to my request at the beginning. I can see there are lots of feedback on the Zoom chat. There are so many. I'm sorry, I just read out a few. It's really encouraging. From Brazil, from one yellow flower to a beautiful garden, so touching and inspiring. Thank you, all the Bodhisattva in India. Yes. From Philippines, thank you, venerables and our lovely ladies, for being brave to reach out selflessly and believing the small steps in the 3 acts of goodness lay strong foundation for love and peace. Congress under the Big Tree Project of Buddhist College, India. Wow, really challenging. There are lots of things. It's just wonderful to see these young people growing in such a positive way. Such a nice and good teacher, so touching for all these sharing. I agree with Stanzin. Oh, Stanzin, listen. Education is very important to everyone. especially the young girls and women in India. Keep up the good work that you all are doing. Oh, my favorite part is hearing from BLIA's young women and students to see they are motivated and how they can empower themselves to make changes in their lives and communities. Thank you, Stinson and team. You represented so well. There are lots from Philippines. As a scholar, also of Venerable Master Xing Yun in the Philippines, I'm also inspired and motivated to share the practice of the 3 acts of goodness to everyone, as it would be a bigger contribution to the betterment of our society. And then it's from Chennai. Okay, Chennai. We appreciate your work and effort for the good deeds, Stanson. You are setting an example for all the youngsters. When our intention is clear, it will make an impact in a very positive way. We hope your team will achieve the purpose for which you all have stepped up. Greetings from Chennai Young Adult Division. We appreciate and admire the efforts and dedication of all masters, the Buddhist Light Society, and all the students under the big tree in India. Okay, there are so much. I will request our IT to copy them and possibly put up on our website so everyone could read it. Thank you so much to our audience. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry, I've got one audience who raised her hand and would like to share live. Could you please unmute yourself? Is Annie Tang?
Oh yes, dear Maple, thank you so much today for everything and every Sifu was introduced. It's really touching and move. I'd like to know in our nearly future, like next, what we will plan to do something different, special. I know everything is perfect, it's great. And then what the nearly plan we will do for our lovely children in India. I love them so much.
Thank you,
you're
Annie.
very, very welcome.
Thank you. We definitely will keep our members and our close Buddhist Light friends well informed of our future plan. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before concluding today's event, BLIA would like to emphasize our commitment to the girls and women in India. We shall continue our commitment to zero-cost educational programs for low-income young people, creating the next generation of mindful leaders to the reduction of poverty and inequality. BLIA is headquartered in Los Angeles, US. We are an NGO with special consultative status with the UN ECOSOC. Our UN office in New York liaises with the UN Department of Global Communications at the UN headquarters. Contact details could be found on our website, www.bliango.org. Thank you very much for your presence. We hope you enjoy the event. We look forward to seeing you in person in the CSW67. Goodbye for now and take care.
the darkness. Look out on peaceful skies, living a life of hope, planting the seeds we sow. Create with all your passion, embrace with all your faith, goodwill with every step, truthful with every breath. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better, pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace light the way as we join our hearts. Together we stand as we're holding hands, spreading love and peace to all who we meet. We are one. The world is our home. We are one. We are one with peace. We are one. Peace. Sharing love, spreading peace. We are one. Wake up from the darkness. Oh, look out on peaceful skies, living a life of hope, planting the seeds we sow. Love and peace light the way to brighten each day. Together we stand for a better, pure land, spreading love and peace with our open hands. We are one. We're here for you. Love and peace.
We are so honored that Venerable Xi Yong, acting president of BLIA World Headquarters, is with us here. Please join me to welcome Venerable Xi Yong. 慈源法师，谢谢您，谢谢您的支持。